Is food nurturing or compromising your wellness? Something is going on with the energy of this generation, and we are not talking about it in any honest terms. Not the tired that sets in after a hard day of meaningful labor. Not the deep sleep that you experience after really honest physical effort. This is a different sort of tired. This is the sort of tired that precedes the day. This is the sort of tired that makes the morning feel like a brick wall. This is the sort of tired that has become so familiar in so many families that we are no longer noticing it, we're just accepting it as a fact of life. It is not a fact of life, and it is not a necessity. The research is overwhelmingly clear. Nutrition being bad accounts for the greatest percentage of global disease, and it is not even close. It is far greater than the negative impact of smoking, of not moving enough, of alcohol consumption. Americans aren't even coming close. There are fewer than 10% of Americans who eat the recommended amount of vegetables a day, fewer than 16% who eat the recommended amount of fruit. And the average American today gets over 60% of their calories from ultra-processed foods engineered to taste good and not spoil, but not to feed human bodies. 60%. 6 of every 10 calories consumed every day is not designed to be a human food. It is designed to be a consumable. What does that feel like? Let's get really concrete, because we always lose each other with this subject getting too big. When you're undernourished, not in the starving sense, but you're not getting what your body needs: micronutrients, quality protein, complex carbohydrates, healthy fats, the first thing the body does is shows you through its energy. Your mitochondria, which create energy in your cells, need B vitamins and magnesium and iron and CoQ10 to make adequate ATP. When they aren't there, they simply cannot make efficient energy at a cellular level. This is not a feeling of fatigue. It is a biological fact. The second body system to demonstrate that it's undernourished is the brain. Neurotransmitters responsible for mood and focus and motivation and emotional regulation all depend on amino acids and vitamins found in whole foods. So when you don't eat enough protein, and you don't get enough B vitamins, and you don't get enough omega-3 fatty acids, and you don't get enough zinc, you can't make enough of these neurotransmitters. This results in brain fog and irritation and an inability to concentrate and a low-grade sadness that so many people live with every single day of the week without knowing why. The third is the immune system. A perpetually undernourished immune system doesn't crash, it slowly degrades. You're sick more often, you stay sick for longer, and inflammation doesn't get resolved because you don't have the building blocks to resolve it. B vitamins, vitamin D, iron, selenium, vitamin C. These are critical for immune competence. In a diet of ultra-processed foods, they are routinely missing. This is what's really critical for families to know. This isn't a diagnostic condition. This is not an announcement that something is wrong. This is a quiet degradation of the quality of life that all of us deserve. The child that can't focus in school, the parent that cannot get through the afternoon, the grandparent that feels joint pain that their joints have never historically felt, or memory loss that feels inexplicable. They are not broken. They are underfueled. The grocery store does not behave neutrally. It is designed. Foods are placed at eye level, at end caps, and at checkouts in the highest volumes, and those foods are there because they make money. Foods that are nutritious, that give us a lot of B vitamins or a lot of vitamin D or a lot of omega-3 fatty acids, lean protein, fresh and frozen vegetables and fruits, whole grains, legumes, healthy fats, whole dairy products, oily fish. Those foods are not prioritized, they are often moved out of the way, they are not advertised aggressively. These are the conditions most families must navigate every single week. Walking through them without a map is like walking through a maze without a guide. This video is going to be your map. First is to understand the problem. The second is to understand what's at risk if it's not addressed, and what becomes possible if it is. The word performance is not reserved only for athletes. Every parent carrying the workload of child rearing is performing. Every professional managing both a career and a home is performing. Every elder determined to live independently, productively, and with mental clarity is performing. And at all levels, physical, cognitive, and emotional performance correlates directly with the quality of what is being consumed. The study of nutrition and cognitive performance is among the most powerful research to come out in the last 20 years. A British Journal of Health Psychology article revealed people who consumed more fruits and vegetables had higher levels of energy, curiosity, creativity, and overall satisfaction with life. There was a dose response to it as well. The more nutritional quality increased, the higher performance increased. This is not lifestyle correlation. It is biochemistry. Nutrients cause neurotransmitters which cause performance. The longevity conversation is more complicated, beginning much earlier than is intuitively understood. The eating habits within a family today don't just impact this week's overall energy and health. They also set the biological trajectory for everyone in the home for the next decade and longer. The biological mechanism for most of the conditions that truncate both the quantity and the quality of life: cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, some cancers, cognitive aging, and even dementia, certain autoimmune disorders, is chronic inflammation, primarily caused by a modern diet composed of ultra-processed food, high in saturated fats and low in antioxidants. The good news, and it is critically important, is that the body does not respond to nutritional improvement slowly. Instead, it responds very rapidly. It takes about 72 hours for there to be any kind of significant change in the gut microbiome diversity, 2 weeks for inflammatory markers to go down measurably, 1 month before energy production, sleep quality, and cognitive function are improved in clinical settings. The body wants to heal. It's extremely good at healing when given what it needs. So what do meaningful nutritional improvements look like for a real family on a real budget consuming real food? The next section will address just this. Balanced nutrition is not a diet. It's not a set of rules or a way of eating that cuts out all of one thing or relies on just another one. It is diversity, steadiness, and proportion, supplied across the entire week, as a combination of real foods the body craves to receive. Here is a 7-day template built on the 4 pillars of complete nutrition: good protein sources, both animal and vegetable, complex carbohydrates that power not spike the body, plenty of fruit and vegetables, providing micronutrients and fiber, and good fats, essential for the brain, the hormones, and the body's cell function. Nothing is perfect about each individual day, but rather about the span of all 7. The start of the week. Monday is centered on protein and vegetables. Breakfast consists of scrambled eggs with spinach and whole grain toast, perfect balance of amino acids, iron, and provides stable energy throughout the morning. Lunch is a lentil and vegetable soup with whole grain toast. This delivers plant-based protein and the complex carbs and fiber you need to get through the afternoon with stability. Dinner is baked salmon with roasted sweet potato and steamed broccoli, excellent source of omega-3 fatty acids, complex carbs, and vitamins from one dish. Tuesday introduces an array of foods. Breakfast is a simple yet protein-packed layered dish of plain Greek yogurt, frozen berries, and a small serving of whole grain granola. Lunch is chicken and brown rice with peppers, cucumber, and lemon olive oil dressing, packed with lean protein and vitamin C to ensure you and your family have energy and an immunity boost. The protein from the chicken will complement iron uptake with the vitamin C. Dinner is a lean beef and veggie stir-fry with broccoli, snap peas, carrots, and garlic served over brown rice. A hearty midweek meal on Wednesday. Overnight oats with chia seeds, banana, and almond butter are ideal for the morning as they do not require any prep when you're short on time, while also keeping you full. A tuna salad on whole grain bread with tomato and avocado will make an excellent lunch with beneficial omega-3 fatty acids, good fat and fiber to fuel your afternoon. Dinner is a bone-in, skin-on roasted chicken thigh with mashed sweet potato and green beans. This offers a rich flavor profile without the costly price. A vegetarian staple on Thursday. Breakfast includes a vegetable and egg omelette. Packed with protein, B vitamins, and selenium, this meal will be filling and packed with nutrition. Lunch is a chickpea and spinach stew with tomatoes, cumin, garlic, and a squeeze of lemon. Served with warm flatbread, this high-fiber plant-based meal will fill you up. Pork tenderloin with root vegetables and steamed kale serves as the dinner option, providing essential vitamin B12. Friday rounds out the week by focusing on nourishing the body after a busy few days. Cottage cheese with fruit on whole grain toast makes for an excellent breakfast, offering protein and natural sugars to gently wake the body. Lunch is a turkey and avocado wrap with plenty of veggies to feel satisfied and not bloated. Cod with a herb crust over quinoa and roasted asparagus is the ideal dinner option on Friday. Cod offers beneficial protein and its mild taste works perfectly with nutritious quinoa and asparagus. Weekend eats for Saturday. Starting the day with whole-grain blueberry pancakes provides kids and adults alike with a comforting and nutritious option. A hearty minestrone soup with beans, veggies, and pasta makes for a perfect lunchtime option. Finally, dinner will be a healthy, vibrant mix of lamb or chicken chops served alongside grilled Mediterranean veggies. Sunday is for slow cooking and recharging. A vitamin-packed smoothie with ingredients such as kale, berries, and banana will power you through the morning. Leftover protein and grains will be incorporated into your lunch meal to ensure nothing goes to waste. Slow-cooked beef and root vegetable stew will be the main evening meal, filling the house with warm and savory aromas. 7 days of good food that nourish the body without deprivation or strictness. Meat, fish, fowl, beans, veggies, fruits, whole grains, and dairy are incorporated throughout the week to support body health and provide the steady energy levels required throughout your busy life. The meal plan isn't based on what each individual day must supply, rather, all 7 contribute collectively. Prior to initiating any new eating plan, such as this one, consult with your medical doctor. Health and lifestyle considerations are highly individual. Your health condition and dietary restrictions are specific, so certain meals may require modification to suit the needs of your family members. Always consult your physician or a qualified dietitian to individualize this framework. This meal plan can be your guide. Your healthcare professional is your key partner to a safe and productive outcome. Food doesn't have to be complex. The way it has been marketed, manufactured, and presented to us does. But the food itself, true, whole, varied, and consistent, is one of the strongest tools any family possesses to guard their health, their energy, and their future. The Food for Wellness channel on YouTube was founded on the premise of providing that tool to every family on every budget every week. Subscribe so you don't miss out. Share this video with that one person whose energy has been softly signaling that it's time for a shift. Click on the description for links to 4 bite-sized excerpt videos with a more in-depth look at individual foods in today's framework. Disclaimer: the content presented in this video is intended for educational and informational purposes only. It does not constitute medical advice, nutritional therapy, or a substitute for professional healthcare guidance. The information shared is based on publicly available nutritional research and is designed to support general awareness of healthy eating principles. Individual nutritional needs vary based on age, health status, medical history, medications, allergies, and other personal factors. Food for Wellness strongly encourages all viewers to consult a licensed medical doctor, registered dietitian, or qualified healthcare professional before making any significant changes to their diet or nutritional plan. This content is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or medical condition. Any dietary changes made based on this video are made at the viewer's own discretion and responsibility. Food for Wellness assumes no liability for individual outcomes resulting from the application of information presented here. Always seek the guidance of a qualified healthcare professional with any questions you may have regarding your health or a medical condition.